The Last Blade is still the best fighting game ever? Let's find out. I think all of us were either once or are still obsessed with fighter games, and not gonna lie, they're definitely one of the best genres in the game world. Especially great for when you're bored or just want some adrenaline rush without any strings attached. For today's video, we've made a list of fighter games that are the best to play right now, so without further ado, let's dive in. First up, Dive Kick. Iron Galaxy Studios' Dive Kick is the most hipster fighting game ever created. It's the product of the indie scene that cruelly parodies fighting games and their die-hard community, yet demands that you be a part of the secretive circle to fully get all of the references and in-jokes. It's an abnormal game, but an interesting one if you open your mind to the crazy concept of a two-button fighter based entirely on the idea of jumping and kicking, and 20-second rounds, one-hit kills, and a line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's a fighting game freak show, but one worth checking out. Next up, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Besides Fist of the North Star and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, there are a few anime properties that are as essentially suited to the fighting game treatment as the Dragon Ball series. Spanning multiple series, movies, and generations of characters, Akira Toriyama's manga-turned-anime-turned-game series is all about buff men, humans, aliens, and androids trading blows in actual earth-shattering battles. The series' latest video game adaptation, Dragon Ball FighterZ, ditches the Xenoverse game's arena brawling model in favor of 3 vs 3 tag team fighting on a 2D plane. The gameplay shift is just one of many reasons Dragon Ball FighterZ is being held aloft as one of 2018's notable titles. Its beautiful design, intense combat, and accessible control scheme add up to a game that anyone can jump into for Super Saiyan thrills. Plus, you can kick stealth from a mountain. Next up, Guilty Gear Strive. The Guilty Gear series rules as the king of anime fighting games due to its stunning art style and rich, demanding, and lightning-quick combat system. Unfortunately, its oceanic depth and mountainous skill ceiling proved unreachable to the casual player, until now. With Strive, developer Arc System Works streamlines the series' unique combat mechanics to make them more newcomer-friendly, while holding the older game's creative richness. Strive comes with fewer extra modes than its predecessors, but there's a lot to love in this PC game, including astonishing visuals, impressive character playstyles, and snappy, lag-free online play courtesy of top-tier rollback netcode. Strive is an amicable series entry that shakes up the Guilty Gear formula in the best ways possible. Next up, Garou Mark of the Wolves. Upon its '99 release, this game, a surprisingly deep and visually spectacular entry in the long-running Fatal Fury series, was hailed as SNK's wondrous response to Capcom's Street Fighter III. Nearly 20 years later, SNK has finally given the fighting game the proper PC treatment by releasing it with plentiful additional graphics options, leaderboards, and rollback online versus play. Despite removing and moderating some series-specific elements, Garou doesn't feel any less of a Fatal Fury game. However, it's set in the southern town and it features multiple fighters with classic Fatal Fury lineages, whether it's blood relationships or martial arts tutelage from older characters. Kim Kapwan isn't in the game, for example, but his sons continue his legacy of swift, combo-heavy taekwondo kicks. This result is an excellent game that boasts lovely animation, just defend parries, and the strategic TOP system that delivers increased attack damage, limited health regeneration, faster super meter buildup, and exclusive special attack when you activate that mode. And next up, Killer Instinct. When Killer Instinct debuted for Windows 10 in March 2016, it signified the latest chapter in the continued PC fighting game revitalization. With its arrival, Microsoft's one-on-one game of fisticuffs joined the likes of Guilty Gear, The King of Fighters, Street Fighter, and other high-profile series that now grace the personal computer. Killer Instinct has a combo-heavy engine that caters to both novices and pros, incredibly detailed graphics that boast ludicrous particle effects, and everything explodes. An over-the-top NBA Jam-like announcer who screams your accomplishments, combo breaker, at the top of his lungs. Killer Instinct is a part of the Microsoft Play Anywhere initiative, so if you buy Killer Instinct from the Microsoft Store, you'll be able to play it on Xbox One at no additional cost. It has cross-platform with play with Xbox One too, thus expanding the online player base. There's a Steam version too. Even better, the game's ridiculously good netcode ensures smooth play across the globe. And finally, The Last Blade. SNK puts weapons-based 2D fighting on the map with 1993's delightful Samurai Showdown, but the developer went on to improve the idea of sword-based combat 4 years later in the somewhat lesser-known Neo Geo title, The Last Blade. Released to the Steam platform with several modern bells and whistles, The Last Blade boasts excellent swordplay, a dozen exquisitely designed characters, and gorgeous anime and manga-style presentation that makes it the 19th century Japanese setting. one of the most beautiful in fighting game history. Anyway, this wraps up our video. Which Vader game is your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.